I don't know why my business is not doing good, why my team is not able to perform. I don't know why my team is not following the systems. I don't know why my business is not scaling. I get to hear this all the time from entrepreneurs. Hi, this is Priscilla Khambatta, and I am a profit automation expert, and I am a business coach whose mission is to give freedom to entrepreneurs, freedom of time, freedom of money, and freedom of team. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you three highly glorified behaviors which entrepreneurs think that they are great leaders, and yet they're unable to get effectiveness into their organizations. They do not get any success. And along with that, I'm going to give you three undervalued solutions. Undervalued meaning those are leaders who really do not even think of using these traits or behaviors to accelerate their leadership. These are just three of the many qualities of leadership, but these three are going to get you to accelerated leadership. I feel that business owners really think always that, oh, other business owners who are lucky because they have enough money, they have great trade, they have great personality. And if that was the case, then why did Dick and Morris McDonald did not become successful leaders? Why did Ray Kroc turn the future of McDonald's to the next level? So you could be dedicated into your business, you could be putting late hours and time in your business, but your business is not gaining that scalability. It's only and only because of the lack of leadership. It's the lid that you're putting towards. If there's only dedication and there is no leadership, your company is not going to be growing. So here's the thing. I want to give you three highly overhyped traits that an entrepreneur really thinks he has, and that's why he's a leader, but still he's not able to become effective. Number one is magnetism. He thinks that his personality is so magnetic, and that's why people really love him. And all the team, the entire team really likes him, understands him, but yet they're not able to get results. I have to say, successful leaders are those leaders who do not care about their magnetic personality. They are the ones who really focus on the outcome and focus on people's qualities, and they're more silent than anything else. Let's think of whether it's Google, whether it's Infosys. You will see these CEOs really brought the organization to the next level. So I have to say that if you are focusing on your magnetism, throw it out of the dustbin. That's not helping you. The best thing is to focus on who you really are. So magnetism is a highly overrated quality that an entrepreneur thinks. The second thing the entrepreneur thinks, which is very highly hyped, is specialist. I am a specialist. I'm a specialist in insurance. I'm a specialist in sales and marketing. I'm a specialist in finance as in accounting. I'm a specialist as in HR. You are the technician who's doing the work then. You're not an entrepreneur. I mean, it's the same terminology from the book E-Myth from Michael Gerber, who says that in an organization, if you are being a technician who looks at doing the daily grind of the business, then you're not scaling your business. You are getting into that trap of micromanaging your team because you know the domain so well, it gives you the authority to go and really become a chief follow-up officer with your team. And you harass them. And clearly that is the stopping thing for your business to grow. You've got to know, I agree, you've got to know sales and marketing, you've got to know finance, you've got to know HR, you've got to know every aspect. You've got to know everything, but you don't have to do everything as a business leader, as a leader, as a business owner. The third overrated quality is scurrying, being absolutely busy all the time. I got to be going, being on the move. I want my calendar to be full. If I sit in the office and think, then people will think, oh, I have no job to do. Once you are very busy, then there's lesser impact on your business. You're pushing your people to irrationality. You're not giving clear direction to your team. And I have to say, busyness is the enemy of scaling. If you are really going to really keep scurrying and showing that you're busy, you're posing to be having a confused team. Your organization is also reflecting the similar position to your customers, to your prospects, and to your vendors. So these are the three highly over glorified qualities that the entrepreneur thinks that if he has, he is a great leader. Magnetism, you being too good in your own specialist role, and then scurrying and being busy. So what are the three good solutions that you really want to have as traits to get your leadership level to the next level? The number one is empathizing. Empathizing comes with listening. Empathizing comes with not being judgmental when people are talking to you, be it your customer, be it your vendor, and your team. You're allowing people around you to really express themselves, and then they are ready to engage themselves because you are such a good listener. When you're a listener, you're not in a position, you're not really rushing to give them solutions. You're calm, you're quiet. Now you're really thinking of putting them in the right direction. You're able to give modification. And when you put them into the right direction, meaning you're refraining from giving solutions and you're focusing on asking questions. For example, if your team comes and says, boss, this is a problem that I have. And instead of you saying, did you do this? Did you want to do this? Can you go and sign off that thing? Did you call this person? Instead, you would ask, so what is the next thing you've got to do? How do you think that this can really resolve in just a minute? What is your mind thinking? What do you want to do next? How can I help you? If you ask these questions, your team is really going to feel that you are putting the accountability and leadership into their hands. You're not taking their monkey and keeping the team comfortably relaxed. Because if you take their monkey on your shoulder, it's the 1 Minute Manager book by Ken Blanchard, who also says that do not take your team's monkey on your shoulder, right? So empathizing means listening, asking questions, and helping them to find their own solutions. Also, empathizing means that sacrificing. If you're a leader and you think that you can hog the meeting for 40 minutes against a 1 hour meeting, that's not leadership. If you're not going to be humble and you're not going to be showing humility to your team just because you're a leader, that's again not empathizing. So you've got to be very empathizing, and that is the quality that you are really not looking at as a leader. The number two is the law of priority. The law of priority, as I mentioned, that you're scurrying, but if you really look at avoiding tasks that really don't have tangible returns to you, then you're going to be in a good space. If you look at delegating tasks to members so that they become 80% effective as you are going to be a great, masterful leader. I have really seen leaders who are really conscious of their time because they really know that they have to focus on not urgent tasks but very important tasks. So if I look at, let's say I'm looking at a Black Friday strategy today, and I want to really say that my revenue budget is attached to that Black Friday strategy, I'm going to be looking at it from the month of May or June for a November opportunity. So that is not urgent but highly important. And what happens is your team is moving in that direction in right space because you are prioritizing that well ahead of time. And you are giving, when every leader that I have spoken to who's very conscious of priority, he really knows what his team is prioritizing on at this moment. And the second important thing about prioritizing is that you've got to stop doing certain things also when you're prioritizing. Like you've got to stop taking a call when you are doing something very important. You've got to stop allowing some people to walk into your room when you are doing critical thinking. And that is called the law of priority. So when you are really focusing on prioritizing your job, you're really looking at finishing that task for your team. The third underrated one is authenticity. This trait of authenticity means that you are showing that you can also make mistakes. there are certain things that you need help with. And that kind of vulnerability is a sign of strength. And when your team sees that, they are going to trust you more. And you are actually influencing them with your authenticity. They want to give it their best. They want to do whatever it takes towards the result of an organization. And they also know that you're not a superhuman, but you're there to stand by them with your authenticity. So these are the three qualities that you must really look at when you are looking to accelerate your leadership for the effectiveness of your business. So whether it's getting your team's productivity to get that revenue and profitability high, whether it's about you feeling good about your own self, leadership qualities is one of the things that you really must focus on. And if you really want to know more on leadership and more traits and more behaviors of leadership, click on the link below to join on my upcoming webinar, and I'll see you there. And the second thing I want to tell you is if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel that we have here, that would be great, because I'm putting loaded information and value only for you as a leader, as an entrepreneur, so that you can really make it big in your space. So thank you very much, and see you again.